Welcome back everybody to another video. It's your boy Silence here, and today we got a doozy of a topic today. Today we're going to talk about how to find your own art style. Alright guys, let's jump right into it. Alright, so if it was me, if I was starting back to the beginning of my art journey and I see all these big artists and all these, artists that I love and which we'll talk about further on in the video. If I wanted to know on how I can get my art to look like that, or on how to build my own art style, I would, first things first, that I will learn what to do is, I know guys, I know you're gonna dread it, but I know you have to learn the fundamentals. The fundamentals are a key important part on how you build structure, on how to learn how to draw and stylize your own drawing. I believe studying the 7 elements of drawing. If you guys have never heard of this before, I'm going to tell you guys what they are. The 7 elements of drawing are line, shape, form, space, color, value, and texture. I feel like if you study all those 7 things, it will give you a good base on and help you on how to draw realism and to help you build towards that style that you dreamed of wanting to draw. Trust me guys, I know this part is going to be boring, but in order to get to your dream on how to draw these anime girls with the big old bitties, you gotta learn how to draw realism and you gotta know how to draw the human body, by studying off of an actual human instead of jumping straight into stylized art in drawing in general. Speaking of which, Bunnies actually dropped a comment on the last video on the best ways of practicing and improving drawing. They said that you should study from realism and study from nude models and all that good stuff, and I 100% agree with them. I forget, that was a great point. I wish I would have said that in the video, but I'm saying it now. And that's a great way to learn how to draw and improve on the fundamentals, because you're actually seeing the thing in like live. You're not studying off of something on Pinterest or something that somebody stylized in its own, because they can draw like the proportions of a chest different from the actual proportions of a chest. So I think it's best to know how the body actually is formed first before you start doing the shortcuts. Because think about it this way, your favorite anime, all your favorite anime drawings and anime and everything like that, manga, it's all stylized. Those Japanese artists, they take from what they know of the real human body and they shortcut it. They draw their heads in a certain way, they draw their forearms and chests, and I'm mostly thinking about Akira Toriyama, how he draws Goku and Vegeta in them, but they all stylize their characters in a specific way on which I think they mastered on how to draw the regular human body, and so they have that leeway to stylize their drawings. And with that, that's going to conclude the first little topic on how to get your own art style, is to pretty much learn the fundamentals, draw boxes, circles, triangles, learn how to do all that stuff, and drawing anything in general will be easier. Alright guys, so for the next topic, and this is going to be the funnest topic, and this is going to be the thing that everybody's already doing right now, and it's going to be studying from artists that you love and artists that inspire you. I'm going to use myself as an example. My favorite artists are Yusuke Murata, 720G, I'm sorry. And so what I like to do, and this is just my personal preference, so how I study their art is I will get a reference from theirs on Pinterest or wherever, and I will trace over it just to see how they do their brush strokes and see how they do everything. I pay attention to all that detail. I try to find the same brush as them. I try to do all that. So I'm pretty sure you guys out there have tried to do the same, but I'm just obsessed on how to draw like them. And over the my time as an artist, I figured out that it's not the brush, it's not whatever tools that they're using, it's just their way on how they portray their own art. It's the way on how they draw. And honestly, I feel like you can never be the same as somebody. I think on building your own style, you will morally you'll take on what you learned from that artist that you admire, and you will be a hybrid of what they so say, for example, I like Yusuke Murata. I'll try to draw Fubuki, I'll try to draw One Punch Man, I'll try to draw all of them, and then I will see the strokes, I will see how he draws, and then I will draw my own thing, and I will inherently have that type of style, and then I'll study 720 GE, and I will blend those kind of two art styles together, and voila, I'll start creating my own style. And I think at the end of the day, that's how you can get an art style, your own art style, is to learn from other artists, study other artists, take what you love from their art and build it in your own mental library. Because you're never going to draw like them, but you can take some things from them and then pretty much build yourself up as an artist, so you can be the best of all the artists that you love. Alright, so studying your favorite artist is very important, and not copying their work, but using it as reference and studying their art, and what you love about their art will push you towards in the right direction of finding your own art style. And then finally, off of using these two things, fundamentals, learning the fundamentals and studying off of your favorite artist, I think that's when you can go into the stage on where you can just draw your own stuff. And this is a big factor. Draw your own things. Try not to draw from like a reference that you see off of Pinterest of something that's like drawn already. Try to find something that's live, like a live picture of like a real life person, that's nude, or anything that's in that type of way that's not stylized. It's not in a different art style, and use that as reference, because then you can inherit your own style, and then you can learn your own art style without, because I feel like if you use a reference, you're automatically going to copy their own style. And I found myself doing that a lot. Like when I'm drawing and using something as reference, I'm like, I know this is how the arm is supposed to be, but I'm like inherently, I'm just like unconsciously using their style, and they might draw arms differently than me, and I'm like, okay, this arm is differently proportioned than on how I'll draw arms, so I'll catch that. So that's why I think it's best to draw from an actual human person instead of something that's stylized, and then you will find your art style. Like literally just draw that pose on whatever you're trying to find on Pinterest or whatever, and draw like your own OC. I'm telling you, drawing your own OCs will help you find your own art style, because you're creating that character. You're not drawing somebody else's, you're creating that character, and hence that will help you find your own art style, in my opinion. And also draw comics. I'm working on Gravity Breaker right now, and I find that drawing your own stuff, like drawing a comic, especially working on a comic or a manga or anything like that, it's a lot of work and it's a lot of drawing. And I'm finding my own art style. Even though I still look at 720 GE and use Camera Raw for reference, I'm still finding my own art style. And I think that you're always evolving as an artist, and your art style is always going to change. So don't be stuck on the art style you have now. Remember that as you get better, your fundamentals and everything will get better, and you'll just get better as an artist in general, and then your style would inherently get better because you're getting better. So just keep drawing, keep doing the things that you love, keep studying those artists that you adore and that you love, and who inspires you. And honestly, I think you'll be a-okay. Alright guys, that's gonna conclude this video. Thank you guys for staying until the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And guys, leave a comment. Check out the Discord, guys. I want everybody to be more involved. I want to build a community. So if you guys are here, man, you guys are literally gonna be the day one. So we're gonna keep this grind going. We're gonna keep drawing, keep studying, keep learning. We're gonna keep I'm telling you, Gravity Breaker, I'm working on these panels, and guys, it's looking fire. It's coming to be. So I'm working on that, and thank you guys for watching. You guys have a great day, and keep drawing, Art Squad. Keep mother loving drawing, boys. Peace.